Hey guys, I'm gonna make some content here and I'm hands on the wheel, so please don't. So the other day I had a call, and if you were at the No Agent Left Behind event, that was a little while ago, I had a call with Rohan Seth, and sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, and Ty Corsi, and they gave away time with both of them to help, well, realtors build their business. And so it ended up being myself and Brad McCallum who both bid $3,000. I don't think there's any problem with saying how much. $3,000 for 4 calls with Rohan and Ty. And so it was a really interesting and illuminating first call that I had. Brad, I don't think has had his. And I think my boy Alex Dunbar also has a call going on pretty soon. So I'm going to share you a couple tips from this event. So tip number one, sorry, the result was from if we gave $3,000, he was going to donate it to BC Children's Hospital. So great cause all around. So one of the things that he talked about, which I found really interesting, was YouTube Shorts. Now, my impression of what YouTube Shorts were it was like you needed, they didn't, not that they didn't work, it was just there was no monetization of YouTube Shorts, and they really, like, you needed a ton of watch time on YouTube Shorts to make any dent into YouTube. And so what he was mentioning is, and I'm going to butcher this, but basically YouTube Shorts could potentially be the new TikTok, where people's attention and YouTube is going to try to dominate the market in Shorts. So he said, and he gave me a challenge, and so we're going to see if I can do this. He gave me a challenge of 10 posts a day, and that seems like a lot of posts, but that is the magic number right now on YouTube Shorts to garner attention and to have significant watch time. So how do you do that? Well, he talked a lot about having long form content and then clipping it. And I've never even heard of the term clipping before, but he talks about clipping content. And clippers are basically, you can get them on Upworks or Fiverr, and they're people that edit your content for you, take content for you. They take, your long form, and then they clip it up into different clips, and then they put it online. So this is going to be a guinea pig example that I'm going to send. This is now 2 minutes and 50 seconds long. I'm going to send this to a clipper, and the clipper is going to cut up this content so that I have now content that I can post on multiple different feeds. And it's not just YouTube Shorts, it's also TikTok, obviously Instagram, Facebook, the whole thing. And you can do it across platforms. So the clippers, and if you find a good clipper, they can really help you. So I'm going to do this consistently, or I'm going to try to do it consistently for a long period of time. We're going to meet probably in a couple weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks, to go over kind of the results and how things have gone. And I'm going to be posting to YouTube, Instagram, the whole thing. So find a good clipper, somebody that will take long form content and shorten it, and then post en masse. It's no longer okay to do 1 or 2 or 3 posts a day. The magic number is 10. So you need 10 posts to be able to really have your content go viral. And the key is to he said is like, you'll have 8 of them that suck, that don't go anywhere, that don't have the views, but you will have 2 that will be pushed, and you'll have way more views, and that will kind of, rising tide rises all boats, it will rise the other ones as well too. So I'm going to test this theory out because I've never heard of this theory before. I'm going to test it on YouTube Shorts. I have a different platform that's coming out that leads me to my next point. And my platform is on AI, and I'm going to be rebranding a separate channel called Adam the AI Agent. A lot of you that follow me, you've seen me post a lot about AI. I'm using HeyGen. I'm using 11 Labs. What else am I using? I mean, obviously ChatGPT, Gemini, their research, their Canvas, that's their coding, and then also obviously their video, which makes short videos, 8 seconds long. what I'll probably try to do is stitch together a bunch of 8-second videos into one video, which is like maybe 30 seconds to a minute long. So this is all learning for me. Like, I'll be honest, this stuff doesn't come naturally to me. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Guy almost cut me off. I have a love-hate relationship with it, but I think, like a lot of you, you know that you have to do it. You know that, Instagram and social media is important, but it's finding the time. Like, I've taken this YouTube course. I've been in and out of that course for a while, and it's the time. And I find that social media is so challenging to spend the time to do, because your day gets busy, right? Like, from day to day, things you just don't have the time. People are driving like madmen right now. You just don't have the time to to do the things that you want to do online on social media, and that you should be doing it, but it's hard. The day goes, and that's the last thing that gets done. It's so typical. Marketing, always seems to be the most important thing and the last thing that you do, or people like me that are inconsistent, don't focus on. So easy to post stories, easy to post quick little videos, but not easy to do long form and consistent posts. And I sometimes maybe get a little precious when it comes to posts, but that should stop, because ultimately that doesn't serve me well. And it's, I don't know why I'm so precious about what I post, especially on the post side of things, but I am. So, this is a education process for me that I'm going through. I've really tried to get into AI a lot more, because I think the scalability, speaking of time spent, the scalability is really, really important, and you can scale with AI. I saw YouTube come out with this message today or yesterday that basically says that they're not going to be promoting, or you can't monetize AI, which is a really interesting thing. So we'll see how this all goes. This landscape is so dynamic. It's changing so much. It's really ultimately very hard to keep up with. And so we're going to learn it together. And I'm going to try to show you my journey and my wins and losses, and the things that I think work really well and things that I don't work really well over time. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. And this has been a 7-minute and 40-second, almost 8-minute video. So we'll see how many clips I can get from an 8-minute video.